March 2026 brings several new rules and deadlines that could affect everyday life for millions of Canadians. The biggest consumer change arrives mid-month, when federally regulated banks must sharply reduce non-sufficient funds charges on personal and joint accounts. Starting March 12, the maximum NSF fee drops to $10 per incident. Banks also cannot charge more than one NSF fee within a 2-business-day window, and they must waive the fee entirely if an account is short by less than $10. The federal government expects these changes to reduce punitive banking costs and save Canadians hundreds of millions in the first year. This cap applies to personal and joint accounts at federally regulated institutions, but business accounts are excluded, and many provincially regulated credit unions may not be covered. Separate returned payment or late fees from landlords, utilities, or merchants may still apply even if the bank fee is capped. Another major deadline affects owners of prohibited assault-style firearms. Canadians have until March 31 to declare participation in the federal compensation program, either online or by mail, with paper forms needing a postmark by that date. Collection appointments begin after March 31, and the amnesty period ends October 30. Compensation is voluntary, but compliance with federal law is mandatory. Owners must ultimately dispose of or permanently deactivate prohibited firearms before the amnesty ends, or risk serious legal consequences. The program covers thousands of models prohibited since May 2020, with additional lists added later, and Quebec residents may need to manually add firearms registered through the provincial registry to ensure they appear in the federal portal. For internationally trained lawyers, new National Committee on Accreditation requirements begin March 1. Applicants must complete language competency screening in English or French before their credentials are assessed. They must also show foundational knowledge of Indigenous law and Indigenous peoples through an approved module or course. These changes apply to new assessments and do not affect lawyers already licensed in Canada. Tax season also ramps up. The CRA opens Simple File on March 9 for eligible lower-income Canadians with simple tax situations, offering free digital or phone filing. Key filing deadlines include March 2 for employer T4 information returns and March 31 for certain partnership and trust returns. RRSP receipts for contributions made in the first 60 days of the year are issued by the end of March, so filers should wait for the correct slip if they contributed during that window.